Prisa Audio by Podium Podcast. Listen up. The best is yet to come.
Santander Bank and Prisa Audio by Podium Podcast present a series created by Juanjo Ramírez Mascaró and Manuel Bartual. Unleashed. Episode 2. Attack Vector.
Where do you keep your memories? Ada's photo library is the simplest and most secure way to store your images and never worry about losing them. Using an advanced management system and face recognition technology, Ada cleans up your photo library, removing duplicates and ensuring more relevant searches. Remember that day at the beach or the family trip to the city? Ada will show you all those pictures in a snap. Let Ada organize your photos and make reliving your memories a unique personal experience. Why wait? Sign up today and let Ada design your life. Because Ada puts you in control.
Okay, so we've searched the house and it's all clear. You should get in touch with your insurance company about the window.
Yeah, we'll do that.
And speak to the building manager about changing the entrance code as soon as possible.
Will do. Thanks very much.
Shall we?
Yes, but just a sec. Excuse me.
Yes?
We'll be off now, but here's my car. Please reach out if you want to follow up on the investigation or if you remember anything that might be useful, okay?
Thanks, but I've already told you everything I can remember. Hoodie, medium height. He could have been 20 or 40. I honestly couldn't say.
Take your time. Brains tend to shut down after traumatic experiences, but you'd be surprised by the things people remember after a couple of days.
Well, you said it was a male voice, so that's a clue, right?
Sure. That narrows the suspects down to, 50% of the population? If that was even a real voice and not that other thing. What did you call it?
Deepfake.
Deep... what?
We think someone used a digital replica to mimic her sister's voice.
You mean like that advert of Gandhi sipping beer?
Yeah, correct. Although that was a video deepfake. You see, you can use that technology to reconstruct faces and also to create or imitate voices. In this case, we'd be dealing with an audio deepfake.
Wow. Sounds terrifying. Welcome to the future, I guess.
Let me through, please.
Excuse me, waiter.
Yeah, I know. Calm down. You're not seeing double. We're identical twins.
Are you...
Good morning, Rebecca.
Good morning, Ada. This is Rebecca. My real-life deepfake. Come here, give me a hug. How are you? I don't know. It all feels so unreal.
Oh, Rebecca Castle, you've just saved me a phone call. We need to...
Yeah, my phone. I know. Here.
That's not the way we do things. First
you interview me to decide whether I'd be capable of putting my own son's life in danger. If that were the case, you'd get a warrant to seize my phone. How about we speed things up? Ask away. While you're at it, you have my permission to trace my call.
Wow, I see you're aware of our protocols.
My sister-in-law works at Ada.
Which is why you'll find no traces of cyber attacks or malware on my phone. The level of security at Ada is beyond the police's wildest dreams.
Yeah, I understand, but...
The law is the law, of course. Take my phone, though. I insist.
Okay, so we just need to ask you a few questions for now.
Whatever. But let's step outside and give my sister some space, all right? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. Thanks.
Anyone fancy some hummus and veggies?
Yeah, sure. All right, first, get over here. Let's toast to false alarms and misunderstandings. Isn't it a bit early for wine? Look, your morning started with a missing nephew and ended with a burglar in your flat. I'd say it's definitely wine o'clock. Drink up. So, did they take anything of value? No, it doesn't look like it. It's so weird. They didn't take any money or John's watch or the tablet or anything like that, but guess what they did take?
Surprise me.
The little metal box.
The one that you kept photos in?
Yeah, Mom's box.
Well, I'd say you can count yourselves lucky then.
Well, I don't know. Our whole childhood was in there.
Yes, and guess what? Your memories would be intact if you digitized those photos like I've told you to do 1,000,000 times.
I know, but it's not the same, is it? Anyway, the thing is, how weird is it that they knew about that?
Knew about what?
Well, I mean, if the flat was on fire and I could only grab one thing, I would have saved the box, you know? And nobody knew about that. I've never told you or John or anybody.
Nah, let it go. It probably just caught their eye. It was really pretty. Vintage, right? Look, if you hadn't walked in on them, they probably would have taken a lot more things.
I'm not so sure, because it was hidden on the top shelf. It's not like it was in plain sight, you know? You had to be looking for it to find it.
Here we go. Help yourselves.
Thanks, but I'm off to collect Lucas. If they meant all that about providing us with police protection, I don't want a stranger telling him that some other stranger knows his name and his favorite clothes and stuff. Don't overthink it, okay?
I'll try not to.
And you, look after her.
I always do.
Ada, calculate the route to Lucas's school and send it to my car.
I can give you 3 options.
Give me the fastest one.
Can I come in?
Make yourself at home.
Here's some dark chocolate. 3 squares.
You know me well.
Oh, so I thought.
Huh?
So, if the flat was on fire and you could only grab one thing, the last thing I would have pictured you taking is a box that I'd never even heard of until this morning.
Yeah, well, you know I don't like to talk about my mother or my childhood or anything like that.
Yep. My girlfriend is quite the enigma.
Maybe it's for the best. You wouldn't know who's who in those photos. We're identical. We share the same genes. We grew up in the same family. How could those 2 girls come out so different?
Perhaps by making different decisions?
Yeah. Do you know how you could tell us apart? Mom. If she was looking at one of us in the photo, if she was smiling at one of us, that would be Rebecca. And I, well, when I opened that box, I'd wonder what my life would have been like if she smiled at me in the photos, you know?
Well, what would you change about your life?
Who knows? Not you, that's for sure.
Come here. You want to get that box back, don't you?
That little box was painful.
But you want it back, huh?
I do. Or at least I want to find out who took it and why.
Well, maybe... maybe we could get a second opinion.
From whom? A doctor?
No. Remember Gabe? My friend Gabe. You met him at my birthday.
The one that works at Santander?
Yeah, that's him.
Wait a minute. We're gonna get a second opinion from a banker?
No, Gabe works in cybersecurity. He knows all about this kind of stuff.
Do you think it's worth it?
It's worth a shot. Or we could just wait and see if we hear back from the police. It's up to you. What would you rather do?
So we're dealing with an audio deepfake. That's pretty sophisticated tech. So what was in the box? Blueprints of the Pentagon?
How about here? Shall we sit outside?
Wherever you like, you're paying. Anyway, first things first. How are you feeling?
Foolish.
Don't beat yourself up about it. The smarter the machines, the dumber they make us. It used to be easy to detect an artificial voice because they sound so natural, like a robot crossed with an airport announcement, you know?
Yeah,
That was then. Now they can even imitate our emotions.
I know, but the voice said things that only my sister knows.
Like what?
Things like, how Rebecca always gets her daily steps in, or my nephew's name, or that I bought him a green hoodie.
This hoodie?
Oh. Yes, that one.
And I didn't even have to work any of my hacker magic to access the info. All I did was go on your socials, where your profiles are public, and scroll through your feed.
Is that a photo from Lucas's birthday party?
Looks like it. Caption says, adding a splash of color to my nephew's wardrobe. Hashtag cool aunt. Hashtag happy 6th birthday Lucas. Hashtag proud auntie. And with that, you've given the baddies his name, his age, and even his horoscope.
Okay, so it's official. I'm an idiot.
Don't be silly. You're just naive. You grew up in a world where you had to put locks on physical doors, but now people can creep into our lives through virtual doors too. And to make things worse, we walk around with a spy in our pocket. If your sister uses a smartwatch or has GPS activated on her phone, it wouldn't be hard to figure out how far she walks every day.
Wow, okay. Well, that's some next level stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty advanced. Whoever did this is no amateur. So you need to protect yourself. Rule number 1, mind what you share on social media.
What can I get you?
Herbal tea for me, please, and she will have a latte not too strong with a drop of cold milk, and Gabe, black coffee with sweetener.
Okay.
How does he remember all that? It's so annoying.
Right, so be mindful on socials. Any other rules?
Obviously. Let's start with the basics. Please tell me you don't use your birthday or your pet's name as your password.
Of course not. My password is a combination of upper and lowercase letters, plus numbers and symbols, and it's over 8 characters in total.
Did you say your password? Singular, for real. One password? And you use it on all your socials and apps?
Do you expect me to remember 5 different passwords?
Sure, it's easier to memorize just the one. But while it might be more convenient, it makes you vulnerable. If they pick one lock, they get a skeleton key. You should use a lot of different and secure passwords, okay? Try long sentences and please don't follow a pattern. I like beans on toast 75 is much better than Alice 123, okay?
Okay, got it. What else?
See that guy with the ginger beard? Over there, opposite us?
No.
Well, that's because he got up to order another drink. But he left his phone on the table. While he's chatting to the bartender, I could walk over there and clone his phone. Then I'd be able to see what he types on his phone and the websites he opens in real time.
You're freaking me out, Gabe.
So don't be like Mr. Beard over there. Never leave your devices unattended and make sure nobody can unlock them without using biometrics, okay?
Biometrics?
Yes, your fingerprint or face recognition, something that is uniquely yours. And please, por favor, use multi-factor authentication.
I have no idea what that means.
That means you have to prove who you are at least twice before you access systems, accounts, and profiles.
Ah, so in layman's terms, what we'd call a double check.
Kind of. It's more complicated than that.
Hang on. Where are you going with all this? Has my phone been cloned?
I doubt it. In any case, they would have had to clone your sister's phone, right? They called you from her number, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. The other option would be to hack into her Ada profile, but that would be a first. It would take someone who knows their way around Ada to do that.
Like someone who works there, you mean?
Yeah, they'd have to work there. But Ada employees wouldn't get involved in anything like that. They have a very strict selection process.
I know, it took Rebecca, 4 years to get a job there?
5.
I think yours was a vishing attack. It's a scam where someone calls you and pretends to be another person or a company. They get you to share information or try to make you do something like open an attachment or install something on your device.
You mean like those congratulations you've won emails?
No, that's called phishing. Same process, but they'll spam your inbox instead. Some are easy to spot because of spelling mistakes, weird translations, but others are more sophisticated. They link to websites that are practically identical to your insurance company or messaging service, and they use similar domain names, switching a letter here and there, and if you're not paying attention, you get scammed.
Yeah, but a fake website is one thing. Hearing your sister's voice on the other end of the line is something entirely different.
Exactly. They pulled off the impossible. They pretended to be someone you trust. They usually say they're calling from the bank, the police, or, like in this case, a family member. Having said that, more often than not, you can normally spot some red flags.
For instance?
Let me guess. Your fake sister was freaking out about something when she called?
Yep.
Typical. They always call about something urgent or alarming to get you to panic and act without thinking. If you get a call about an emergency, watch out.
So, basically, we need to be paranoid.
No, just be a little wary. These people are professional fraudsters. They study their victim's personality and target their weak spots. Don't give me any details if it makes you feel uncomfortable, but I bet they targeted some insecurity of yours or made it about something you want.
Rebecca, the person pretending to be Rebecca, I think she said she needed my help for once. And that pulled on my heartstrings, because Rebecca never needs me.
Ali.
Herbal tea, latte, and black coffee with sweetener.
Thanks.
And what about the box with the photos?
The one they stole?
Yeah. Do you think we can find it?
We can certainly try. Back in the day, when something got stolen, sometimes it would show up in flea markets and you'd be able to get it back. Nowadays, you go to online flea markets.
Okay, and where does one find an online flea market?
You're kidding me, right? Ada, my love, open the Marketplace app. I'm looking for something.
Activating search filters. Define the characteristics of the item, please.
I'm looking for a box that measures about...
It's about 6 inches long by 6 inches wide. It's a metal box.
There you go, Ada.
Any color in particular?
It's dark red. Burgundy, I'd say. With brownish patterns.
I found 23 matches.
Show me the most recent ones. Is it one of these?
Yes! It's this one.
Are you sure?
Yes. I think so. Mine has some scratches on the back. Are there any other photos?
Let's see. Nah, just one. But it says it was posted yesterday by someone called Julia Richmond. Here's her profile. Ring any bells?
What is it?
It says that Julia worked at Ada up until 10 months ago.
The plot thickens. Ada, what can you tell us about an employee from your company named Julia Richmond?
Sorry, Gabriel. I'm not authorized to disclose that information.